Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Monday, August the 19th, 2024. Monday, August the 19th. You know, interesting day. Eh, Kate still insists he's going to arrest Christina. And Alexis is like, I'm calling your boss. I'm calling everybody's boss, right? To see, because I don't believe that Ava is an active witness in an active FBI case. And he goes, You think I'm lying? And so or Alexis didn't say that. She says, Show me the file, show me evidence, proof that there is an active case. He goes, For one thing, you are a civilian. I don't have to show you anything. And Alexis says, no, I am her attorney. And Kate says, last I knew, you don't have a law license, so you can't be her attorney. She says, you need to keep up with the times. I got my law license back. I am a practicing attorney, and I'm her attorney. Shh, give me evidence, proof. And he goes, You don't believe me? She says, I will be calling your boss. I will be calling, and she's naming off this, and he just sits standing there. He goes, and we'll see what they have to say about you arresting someone still in need of medical recuperation. She's being discharged right now. Alexis says from the hospital, discharged to home for bed rest. And so then Molly steps in front. And Molly says, you definitely, this is unorthodox. And you know you're out of line. And he says the DA that, shouldn't be in my way. And she's like, this is the wrong thing for you to do. And Sonny goes, You're only doing it to get to me. So Sonny calls Diane. Diane's in court, and he's telling her sisters, Get her out of court. You can't get her out of court. She can't leave one client hanging just for your never-ending phone calls. Unlimited, Sonny. So anyway, that's why Alexis is stepping in right now. Let's be real. Diane will have to take the case. Alexis is too close to it. She cannot be the attorney. She's not going to be. Diane will just mop the floor with Kate. So Alexis says, he goes, Get up. Tells Christina, Get up out the wheelchair. Now, mind you, hospital rules are what? See, this is why I didn't really even understand why Sonny was pushing her. The orderly or nurse pushes the patient outside the hospital doors to get into their car. That's how that works. Any hospital, right? So he goes, Get up. And Alexis says, Don't you dare get up out of that chair. And Christina looks at her mother and sits back down. She goes, You will not jeopardize her health, or that'll be just yet another thing against you. And he goes, Fine. She could come in the wheelchair, but I'm arresting her. Now, mind you, Anna knows nothing. Why he takes her to the police station, they book her, and then she's put inside of the interrogation room because Kate's wanted her to go downstairs and lock up. And Dante's like, No, my sister will be in the interrogation room. Or actually, she was put in the interrogation room because there was no cell cleared for her, right? So he's asking the guard, is the cell ready? Is the cell ready for Corinthos? And he goes, yeah. And so he goes, well, let's get her in it. And Dante says, nope, she's staying right there. So Kate is just, oh, and Sonny is looking through the window at her. Alexis is in there with her, talking to her. Dante comes in and, Dante, when he came to the, squad room or detective room, he was told Christina was arrested. And he immediately took the lead. He goes in, he's sitting with her. How are you doing? Are you okay? Are you in pain? And she's like, I don't want to be here. Dante goes and gets her some soup because she hadn't eaten all day. And she goes, I'm not hungry. And Alexa says, Christina, you have not eaten all day. You need to eat something. And so Christina's like, it's a lie. Because when Kate's read her or told them the charges, Christina's like, I did not. And Ava said, Alexa says, do not say a word, Christina. Not one word. She's like, but it's a lie. And Molly, is defender against Kate, but she's got her doubts. Now, she in her heart knows her sister is not an attacker. Now, Christina is hard-headed, headstrong, confrontational, but Christina has never been violent. Unfortunately, she's been the victim of violence a number of times. Not her being violent, right? And Molly knows that. She's just angry, okay? So when it's time to go to the squad room, Molly goes, I'm coming too. Alexis says, no, not at all. At the hospital, you were visiting your sister. Or the hospital is a public place. You have, really a reason to be there. But once we get to the police station, you're in an ADA. You can have no involvement so that Kate can't say that the ADA office was showing bias. And Molly goes, oh, you're right. So she doesn't go. Well, Jordan calls Molly, and Molly says, look, I'm here, but I don't have a lot of time. Christina's been arrested and I need to, Jordan says, no, you need to sit down here and you need to talk to me. And Molly says, is TJ okay? Jordan says, yes, TJ is okay. Considering. And so Molly says, well, look, Jordan, I've got a lot of things are going on my plate right now. How long is this talk going to take? She goes, as long as it takes. And Molly looks at her. She goes, why did you go visit Ava Jerome while she was in lockup? And Molly looks. She goes, I wasn't in official capacity. I took Dex Heller, as a witness. She goes, for one thing, you took Dex Heller as a witness because you do know you were using your position to get in there. You being just a lay citizen would never have been allowed to go in and see Ava Jerome. She goes, do you understand that you could have jeopardized the entire case against Ava? And Molly just looked. She goes, well, why is the deputy mayor questioning me or talking to me about this? The DA's office doesn't report to you. My boss should be talking to me about this. And Jordan looked at her and said, DA Scorpio, turn this over to me as a courtesy. because we all know you're grieving, Molly, but there's still procedure. She says, if DA Scorpio himself had to talk to you, he would be reprimanding you, and there would be an official reprimand in your personnel file. And he didn't want to do that. So I'm talking to you. Why did you go and visit Ava Jerome? And she's looking, she goes, because I'm angry. I wanted answers. Ava is the reason my baby, or partly the reason my baby isn't here. And so Jordan said, okay, but you know, that was the improper thing to do, right? And she goes, yes. She says, and what do you mean by partly? She says, I've seen the pictures, and I know you've seen the pictures. Christina was volatile. Christina went over there. Christina is confrontational and aggressive at best. And so Jordan asked Molly, do you feel, because, you know, Ava Jerome is claiming Christina attacked her. Do you feel Christina attacked Ava? Because the only pictures with somebody putting hands on anybody is Ava putting hands on Christina. Molly says Christina could have provoked her. Christina is aggressive enough that she, you know, could have provoked her. She goes, okay, Christina could have provoked Ava. But Molly, I'm asking you, do you feel Christina attacked Ava? And I'm looking like, okay, Molly, what you gonna say? Because you know your sister would not do that. Aggressive, yeah. Running up to people, getting in their face, yeah. Physically attacking, no. She would not. And so Molly said, the only thing I know is if Christina would not have gone to Ava Jerome's hotel room, our baby would still be alive. Your grandchild would still be alive. And I thought, okay, you didn't say yes, but you gave a reason why you're mad, right? Gave a reason, and that's a valid reason. Valid. But unfortunately, there's no crystal ball to accidents. And the truth be told, it was an accident Christina fell out that window. That's like, remember, TJ wanted Christina to just not go nowhere and be home for the rest of her pregnancy. Had Christina stepped out, you know, going to get some ice cream, you know, get hit by a car, it's, if she would have stayed home, all I know is if Christina wouldn't have left her house, we told her she should be home, our baby would still be alive. You don't know, and you can't predict accidents. Now, Christina put herself in a volatile situation and should have known better. If anything, she knew she was going to be confrontational, and she knows confrontation is not good for her baby, the stress level. Christina did know that, but she's never cared about her stress level with her pregnancy. And that's the truth. She has not. She does what she wants. She says what she wants to anybody, and and then it's my baby, my baby, my baby. So Dante tells her he's gonna, you know, she goes, well, when am I going to the cell? He goes, are you in pain? She goes, no, but he goes, this is better than being in a cell downstairs right here. She's like, yeah, but how am I supposed to sleep here? She goes, at least in the cell, there's a bed I can lay in. He goes, you're not going to sleep. For one, we're going to try to get you out of here tonight. Alexis is out pushing to get you arraigned like in a matter of hours. But if the arraignment is until the morning, I'm going to stay right here with you. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can, binge watch something, on the phone. You could pick. I'm going to be here with you to keep you company. So that was cute because I remember when he did that with Sonny. He stayed with Sonny all night. This one time Sonny got arrested and Dante kept him in that room all night talking to him so that he wouldn't, get claustrophobic in the cell. Dante will do that. So Laura had told Dante about Lulu, so Dante's a little worried about, what's going to happen to Lulu and should I tell Rocco? And Laura's like, no, don't tell him until Kevin and I can assess the situation. Because Dante says, I could go with you. She goes, no, Kevin's going with me. I will keep you abreast of what's going on, right? So now there's no Anna because Jason came to see Anna. She takes him to her office because, she don't want him saying what she's done too loud, right? And she says, okay. He goes, he says, I found out some information. She goes, oh, I figured that's why you were here. Did you find out? He goes, about Sonny's medications being tampered with. She goes, oh, did you find out? Okay. She goes, because it does explain, why he's been a little erratic. Did you find out who did it? And he goes, yes. He goes, Valentine Cassidy did it. And Anna looks. Are you sure? How do you know the pharmacist isn't lying? Now, should that have come out of her mouth? How do you know the pharmacist isn't lying? I mean, it could just as easily be Ava Jerome. What I'm surprised at is Jason didn't tell her, and Ava was the one that had him switch to placebos. He didn't tell Anna that. And I was like, why are you holding that close to your vest, Jason? Right? And so she goes, I mean, I'm just saying, are you are you absolutely sure? And Jason says, Anna, it was Valentine. The man that you had me stall Agent Cates so that he could get away. It's Valentine that did it. I had no idea Valentine, was messing with Sonny's medication or the one behind it. And Jason says, I know you had no idea, but it's Valentine. And so Jason says, and now I got to find him. No. I have to find Valentine. Jason said, wait, what? No, I have to find him. Laura wants Charlotte. I have to, her mother may not make it. I have to be the one. And Jason says, no, you know what, Anna? He says, will you warn him if you found Valentine? Would you warn him and inform him that we know he's the one who was behind Sonny's medications being tampered with? And she just looked at him. And Jason's looking at her. And I'm thinking, see, good, Jason, read the body language, because yes, she would. Yes, she would. She goes, no, I want to find him for Charlotte. And Jason says, he turns and he walks away. Jason, don't tell Sonny. And Jason stopped and he turned and he looked at her. He said, what? Don't tell Sonny that it was Valentine behind him. And Jason says, why, Anna? Because Sonny would go after Valentine. Oh, you mean? And Jason's like, yeah, try to find him? You mean what you're trying to do? Do you know where Valentine is at? No, I don't know. Okay, Sonny doesn't either, but he would try to find him. No, no. And that's when he said, would you warn Valentine? And that's, she goes, I won't let a civilian take matters into their own hands against a suspect. And the way she said it and the way she looked at it, like, I'm not going to let Sonny touch Valentine because he's Valentine. I'm not going to do it. Charlotte would be all alone. And Jason, like, Charlotte ain't going to be all alone. Charlotte has a grandma. No, Charlotte won't be all alone. See, Anna is such a walking contradiction. She does not deserve to be in the police commissioner's chair. She absolutely, positively does not. And I cannot stand that hypocrite. I can't stand her. So Jason leaves Anna's office. Now, mind you, Sonny's looking in at Christina. You know, Dante's in there. Kate comes up, a creeper. Such a creeper. Standing behind Sonny. Yeah, taunting him. Something about, yeah, how's it look? One of yours. In cuffs in there. And Sonny turns and he looks at Kate and he says, yeah, you're a coward. You're doing this to my daughter to get to me because you can't. And Kate is gonna say, see, he still want to try to provoke Sonny and Jason, but with Sonny's getting back in his right mind on his medication, Sonny's just calculating and looking at it, right? He goes and it still won't work. So Jason comes down the stairs and he walks over to him and Kate says, oh yeah, look, the protector, the enforcer's here. And Jason said, is everything okay over here? And Sonny says, oh, it's just John Cates doing nothing or accomplishing nothing. And he goes, let's go take a walk, Jason. And Case just looks at Sonny walk out. Yeah, look at him walk out. Because he's the one you really wanted in custody. The whole pharmacist thing. Jason never said what they did with the pharmacist. And you know what? Anna didn't ask. See, that's telling you how corrupt she is. She never said, is the pharmacist still alive? Is the pharmacist in custody? Nothing. Because see, she knows the pharmacist is going to squill Valentine's name. So she don't want him brought in. Oh my goodness. Right? So they get in the car and Jason says, I know who's behind. No, he goes, Kate. You know that Kate, this is Sonny talking. He's trying to get to me. He was tampering with my medications. You know, now that didn't work. Now he's going after my daughter. And Jason says it wasn't Kate. And Sonny looks at him. He goes, what do you mean it wasn't Kate? What wasn't Kate? And he says, Kate did not tamper with your medication. And Sonny's like, what? He goes, then who did? He goes, Valentine Cassadine did. I am so happy Jason walked out of Anna's office and told Sonny right away because Anna showed her hand. And Jason wasn't going to let it go down like that. Good for you, Jason. Good for you. Sonny needs to know. He needs to know it's not Kate's that did that because look, he could try to hurt an innocent person, even though Kate's ain't innocent by far, but he didn't do that. Now, what he's guilty of is knowing, and he is a sworn FBI agent who's supposed to protect civilians. He sure didn't. He's done so much wrong, it's not even funny. He's guilty of that, right? Let the pharmacist squeal. Yeah, Kate's came and got him and put him. See, they need, that's what I don't understand why they're not talking to Kate's boss. He's so dirty in this whole thing. It's ridiculous. So, last but not least, we've got Sasha and Cody. Tracy and Violet looks so cute in her little riding outfit. Her and Tracy look like twinsies, right? They're coming for Violet's first riding lesson. And no Cody. They're calling Cody. They're looking for Cody. And I'm thinking, look, I hope he and Sasha, thank God they moved it off of the table. You know, I'm thinking, hopefully they didn't go in the stable because come on, now you got a room upstairs. Well, guess what? They were using the room upstairs. So Violet says, hey, I hear that Cody has a room upstairs. Should we check there? And Tracy goes, yeah. So she's taking the little spiral stairs. Cody, are you up here? And him and Sasha, his shirt's off and, they're getting ready to hit the bed. And he goes, maybe if we're quiet, they'll go away. She'll go away. And Sasha said, Tracy, go away? He goes, oh, you're right. So he goes, just a minute, Tracy, I'm coming. So he comes down the stairs and Violet looks, she goes, were you taking a nap? And he goes, well, no, just, anyway, what are you two, he didn't really say, what are you two doing? And Tracy says, I booked this time for Violet and I's writing lesson. Did you forget? And he goes, I'm sorry, I actually did. And she goes, well, that's the first. Most people don't forget me. And so he was just talking about, with the excitement with what happened with James and blah, blah. And they're like, wait, what happened with James? And he goes, James being missing. What do you mean James being missing? He goes, no, found him. It's a long story, but he had fallen in the lake and I got him out and, yada, yada, yada. And it just, took a lot, out of me or, needed some rest just to, come on, camera, get right. Focus. There we go. So Violet says, oh, okay. They're getting ready to go. He goes, let's go saddle up these horses. Let's get you ready. So they're getting ready to go through the stable. And Violet goes, I forgot my hat. Wait, she runs back. And Cody's like, wait, And Sasha's coming down the stairs. Why would Sasha feel she needed to come down the stairs that fast is beyond me. If I don't want to be seen, I'm going to stay up there in his room because nobody was coming up to Cody's room. And now that Cody's downstairs, for sure nobody's coming up in his room. Sasha was safe and well hidden. Give it at least 10 minutes, Sasha, because they got to saddle up horses. But that gets them out. She coming right down as they still talking. She could hear them. And oops, and finally goes, hey, were you late resting too? Were you taking a nap with Cody? And Tracy's just looking. And why do adults need to take naps together? Oh my goodness, Violet's going on and on, right? So they tiptoe around that. And Sasha ends up taking little Violet out and Cody, Tracy looks at Cody like, uh-huh. You see him, like Olivia said, nothing up at the house. But see, they weren't at the house. They were in Cody's room. Tracy's like, but you were on the clock, messing up, goofing off. Well, I'm sorry, it's my lunch break, but whatever. So he ends up telling Tracy the whole story and how Mac now knows, that he's his son. And she goes, and how'd that turn out? And he goes, we actually hugged. I have a father. So Tracy was actually, because she likes Cody now. So she gave him a pass because she likes him now. If Tracy likes you, you can do a whole lot, right? Luke Spencer can attest to that. So anyway, that was just a little filler thing. But my whole thing was, Sasha, you know doggone better than that. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And the only other minor thing that happened was Brad came to GH trying, to ask Terry, he wants to apply for the lab tech job. And so Terry would, like, why should I do it? Why should I, allow you? Come on now, people. I can't even trust you. So he was trying to pull the Brit heartstrings on Terry, saying that Brit was going to give him a second chance. She was, going to hire him. And Terry's like, nobody trusts you. Everybody remembers what you've done. And she throws his thick file on top of her desk. And he goes, wow, that's my file. She goes, yes. And everything in here you did. And so he's like, but I've been to prison. I've paid my debt. And I've changed. And I'm thinking, have you really changed? I don't know if he's changed, right? But okay, he did go to prison and pay his debt. That part was true. So he kept talking and talking and talking, and he goes, look at how you felt about Britt when you first were working together. She goes, we couldn't stand each other, didn't like each other at all. He says, but then at the end, you both were friends. You were even at her one and only birthday party. She goes, that was really a very good party. And she goes, and yes, we were friends in the end. So Terry ended up saying, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this, but she is going to, recommend, that he gets hired. Meaning if the co-chief of, actually, she's not, if the co-chief of staff recommends it, let's face it, he's getting hired. So he goes, thank you. You won't regret this. He goes, oh, no. You're going to be on like the longest probation. This job is on a probationary period. No, thank you. She goes, and you don't have it yet. And he goes, but thank you. Because he knows, yes, I do. You're going to push it through. So I guess, we're going to have Brad back on the scene. And you know what? I like Brad Cooper's character on the scene. I liked it. So I'm happy to see a familiar GH face at GH again. So I'm really happy about that. I wish Felix, they had him, but they just don't have room for doctors and nurses at GH very much. If it ain't TJ and it's not Portia and the occasional Dr. Navarro, we see no other doctors. Incredible. At least when Austin was on, we had Gatlin Holt, right? But anyway, everybody, let's go to Comic Corner. I'm going to tell you, I am going to do 5 minutes of Comic Corner. And I'm going to tell you why. Oh my goodness. 110 comments on Comic Corner. 110. You all are phenomenal. I was reading them this morning, and just your takes, your comments with other people, the collaboration that's happening on Comic Corner is just, I love it. Look, that is, I understand what you all mean. Like, Comic Corner is your favorite part. Comic Corner is mine because I get up in the morning and I look at it, it gives me something. I mean, it's like talking to friends, right? Talking to friends about our favorite show, General Hospital. So what I'm going to do is I'm just clicked on it. I'm going to take my mouse because I have the kind that has a little wheel in the center. I'm just scrolling down and I'm stopping just right here. I'm just boom, stopping, picked it. So, I show no favoritism. Wherever the mouse stops, this is where I am. And it's Jacarly. Jacarly says, Ava did leave a few things out, but she didn't lie. Christina, came to her suite. She was aggressive. She tripped and fell out the window. Ava did grab her, re-scene, and she pulled away, then tripped over the bag and the shoes. And then P. Merle says, Ava out and out lied. I know, I didn't know what you were saying, Jacardi. She out and out lied. Christina did not lunge for her. Absolutely. She did not trip over Ava's shoes. Ava was not telling her to calm down because she was pregnant at all. As a matter of fact, she further antagonized her by trashing both her parents. Exactly. I'm with you, P. Merle. If she had not subpoenaed her, she would not have been there. And Latrice says, facts. I completely agree. She should never have involved Christina in the custody suit to begin with, knowing she was pregnant and close to delivery. Ava definitely left out a few details and embellished a whole lot and lied a whole lot. Okay. She's making herself seem like a victim. Christina, on the other hand, told Molly and Alexis exactly the truth about what happened. Even the part about threatening, she sure did, to tell the truth about what Ava did to Morgan and Ava murdering Connie, then Ava grabbed her. I don't remember her actually getting into the Ava grabbed her part. They basically had a verbal exchange of words, and Ava gave as good as she got, but Christina never laid a hand on Ava, and she definitely did not lunge for her. At the end, Christina was the one who fell out the window and almost died, and the baby did die. Yeah, so if anything, I would think, wouldn't it be involuntary manslaughter on a charge against Ava, because Christina should not be charged, right? Hello there says, I was very happy that Christina is still allowed to have children. That's one less problem. And Jacardi says, Kate's plan makes no sense. He's saying that Christina was tampering with a federal witness in a RICO case. How is it going to be proved? There is no RICO case against Sonny Corinthos at this time. And how would Christina know about it if there were a RICO case? Exactly. She was there for a custody case. John is trying to provoke Sonny, but he's going to provoke Alexis, Sam, Dante, Diane, Molly. Even though she's mad at her, she's not going to let John use her to get back at Sonny. And then Michael, pissing them all off. And Emma says, especially with Ava telling TJ that cause streak got Christina caused all that trouble. Well, I didn't quite get your comment, Emma. And then Emma says, she awakened. Oh, you mean Lulu awakened? And then Emma says, you're so right. Thank you. And then Sabrina says, Kate's arresting Christina is how Ava will get to stay on the canvas. Sonny is going to negotiate with her so that she'll drop the charges against Christina. I found it very fun that Kate didn't question the pharmacist and get him to tell that Valentine did what Valentine did and Ava did. Bad writing, in my opinion. I'm with you, Sabrina. Bad writing. Lastly, Christina is going to attack Ava, which is going to make matters worse for her. Just my thoughts. And then P. Merle says, Diane got this. Where is Kate's paperwork? Says that Ava's a federal witness. The judge will laugh Kate out of court because Kate has forgotten that Ava was in the warehouse with Sonny too. I know, on RICO charges. The judge is not going to laugh him out of court. Remember, the judge already warned Kate that he had already been crossing the line, right? With the Carly situation. And Sabrina says, P. Merle, in my opinion, Christina should go through the same process as Ava. Ava was sent to jail because of the pictures. Based on the pictures, we have seen Christina is the aggressor. Christina should be booked the same as Ava because she got out of the hospital and she was allowed to leave. Wait. look like Ava, but because she got out of the hospital, she will be allowed to leave. No, not that. Because of something either Diane's going to do or Alexis is going to get her arraigned. That's why she's going to be allowed to leave. We should now hear Christina tell Diane the version of what happened, just like Ava's going to tell half truth, or she may not remember what happened. Because if you recall, Christina was blaming Ava before she even saw the pictures. So she may just lie and say Ava pushed her out the window. Lastly, did you notice every time we saw pictures, they were different pictures? Just my thoughts. Oh, yeah, they were. But the guy was snapping them a picture a second, right? And then Jacarly says, Christina doesn't give two craps about Avery. Why is no one bringing her up? Shaking my head. All right, but she was talking to Molly. I don't get that part, Emma. And Emma says, that's what I'm about to say. He has cut their of his two daughters, so it should not be a problem. He was about, well, I don't quite understand your comment. Oh, you're talking about Alexis. She's caught between her two daughters. That's what you're trying to say. Linda says, another thing, it's being said that Molly is pregnant with her and TJ's bundle of joy. We shall see. Yeah, we shall see about that. But that's the way soap operas write it. Those that can never have they have a kid of their own, right? They just do. Daily recap lady, Anna and Valentine are in love. Valentine Cassidy might be the owner of Windermere, and he's at Spoon Island. You know, I thought about that comment, what you just said, that he could be at Spoon Island, but Charlotte could not be, it's like imprisoned on Spoon Island. He would have to have taken Charlotte to a private school and then come back. I don't know, right? All right, everybody. I definitely went past 5 minutes, but great comments. Thank you so much for participating in Comment Corner. I mean, it really is interesting. It's like we're all watching and maybe we're giving the writers some ideas, right? Hopefully so. All right, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.